In the black and blue corner, from the Bronx, New York, he has been knocked down thousands of times. He has been knocked out thousands of times. He don't have a lot of skill, but his trademark is, I will not yield. Give a great big round of applause for your hometown boy, the FHTM kid, Jerry Lewis Brown. Let the fight begin. Now, every great fighter, he has an arsenal of punches that he uses to devastate his opponent. Everyday life has 5 punches that he uses to devastate, defeat, and overwhelm all of his opponents. Everyday life comes out with a punch called doubt. Bam, doubt. You know, like we had some cell phone companies on our website, and one of the cell phone companies disappeared. Doubt. Maybe all the rest of the companies will disappear also. Doubt. You know, they changed the true essential bonus. Maybe Paul Robeson can't pay us anymore. Doubt. Or better yet, I heard that John Johnson bought a brand new Porsche. Maybe he used the money to buy the Porsche. Doubt. Well, Jerry Brown, what do I do against doubt? Well, I think the number one punch that I use, or counter punch for doubt, is a punch called faith. God, give me faith. Give me faith in my company. Give me faith in my leader, Paul Robeson. Give me faith in the corporate staff. We have some of the best corporate staff in the world. Look at that. Tommy Mills, bam. Look at that. Judy Hammersmith, bam, 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 in the legal department. We got Simon over in the finance department, bam, bam, bam. Folks, we got Billy Stahl, the man of man. We are surrounded and blessed with the best. God, give me faith in my leadership team, bam. The next punch that everyday life comes out with is a punch called discouragement. Bam, 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 bam. Discouragement hits you right in the gut. And when you hit in the gut, bam, it literally knocks the wind out of you. Lord, what do I do against discouragement? Well, discouragement sounds something like this. I woke up this morning, bam, and my whole downline disappeared. Bam! I woke up this morning, and I only had one person, but he was my best friend. Bam, 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 bam. Everyday life, he comes with a punch called discouragement. Bam, 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 bam. What do I do against discouragement? Well, I go get some encouragement. One of my best counter punches against discouragement is something called the Jumpstart Your Business DVD. Bam, 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 bam. What a punch. It's got a punch called Mike Meisenhammer. Bam. Joe McNitch. Bam, bam, bam. Steve Jordan. Bam, 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 bam. What a counter punch against discouragement. Well, I work hard this fight, y'all. Bam, bam, bam. What's the next punch? Everyday life comes out with a punch called distraction. Bam, distraction. Bam, distraction. Distraction is a punch that can catch you blindsided. It can literally knock you out. I talked to a young lady on yesterday. She was a regional sales manager. She had a serious incident against her health, had a health problem. She had family members that had health problems. She even lost her mom. She even went to the point where she got married. Distractions. Bam, 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 bam. Distractions. And then she got married, only been married for 30 days. And she showed up at Fortune Fest. Bam, 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 bam. Distractions, come on now. Distraction. We have had some of the greatest distractions in our lives, folks, over the last couple of months. Can you imagine that? Tragedy, things that happen in our lives. I'm not telling you to disregard or be insensitive against the distractions, but I want you to understand, you're in a fight, bam, 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 in a fight for your life. Come on now. Your very existence depends on it. Distractions are a part of everyday life. How do you counterpunch distractions? Well, the way you counterpunch distractions is you got to be focused like a locust. Don't let anything stop you from getting to your goal. The next punch that everyday life just throws at you is a punch called delay. Somebody say delay. Delay is one of the most subtle punches in the fight game, but one of the most devastating punches. It's a punch called a jab. All a jab is designed for is to cause you to delay, because a jab is setting you up for the very next punch, and that next punch is called defeat. Bam. So what do? You may delay, but just don't stay. Folks, get up on your feet, come on. You may delay, but just don't stay. Just don't stay. The way you deal with delay, Mike Eisenhower said it best. You got to take action, bam. Take action, bam. Take action, bam. Make a phone call, bam. Come on, go to your website, bam. Do a presentation, bam. Show somebody the business, bam. Show the plan, 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 show the plan. My next punch, the next and final punch that you can deal with fighting against everyday life is a punch called defeat. But just like everyday life has 5 punches, well, folks, the FHTM Kid, we have 4 punches. Our first punch is a punch called desire. And folks, my desire, bam, 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 is on fire. I got a desire that I gotta go higher. That's my desire, folks. Get a desire. How many got a desire to do this business out there? You got a desire. That's on fire. My next punch is a punch called discipline. I am disciplining myself. I'm getting on my website. I'm checking out the back office. I'm listening to Go Solo. I'm going to the meetings. I'm disciplining myself, folks, that I will be the person in my family to break generational curses. Bam. My next punch that I have is a punch called decision. I made a decision that I'm going to the top with the help of the Lord, and I can't be stopped. Bam! I made a decision. I'm going to make it. I made a decision. I will not yield. And my last and final punch is a punch called determination. And I'm determined to persist to get the job done. I will not yield. I will not yield. I will not yield. I need a hometown crowd. I will not yield. I will not yield. I will not yield. Give it up for this third FHTM. Oh. I will not yield. I will not yield. I will not yield. Folks, I have just one question for everyday life. They told me that everyday life had only one defeat. And that one defeat, I need to find out who it was. Who was your only defeat, everyday life? It was some guy they call the King of Kings. They call him the Lord of Lords. They called him the Champion of Champions. They called him the Victor of Victors. My King of Kings. So with that being said, I close with this. Everyday life, let me issue you your next final knockout, because I will not yield. Bam! Come on, FHTM. We will not yield. We will not yield. We will not yield. Folks, we have the greatest team in the whole wide world. And I want to tell you, one thing I want to do today with this particular fight is I want to dedicate this fight to Laura McDonald. Tell her I did not yield. Her work is not in vain. We will not yield.